Hashem Yahawashi Hashem Rakakadash, all praise, honor, and glory go to the Most High Yahweh, in the name of His Son Yahawashi. And I'm back to you with another quick hit from the book of Psalm 94. I'm starting verse 17. Help that we get is not always about money. This particular message is a call for help. From those out there who make it their heart to encourage, extort, rebuke, correct those that are seeking to be the hopeful elect. So I'm being humble and saying, hey, I'm calling out for help, but I'm not calling out for money. And when I'm calling out for help, I'm going to be there to help out any brethren who actually are going through the same type of things. First thing we do when we feel that way is we pray, and we fast if we have to, But for the most part, we're putting our faith totally in the Most High Yahweh. And we know that He can send people our way to help us out. And that's why I'm saying I'm calling out for help. And when I'm saying that, I'm just using that as a metaphor, because, we have to be humble to these things when we're going through something. But it says in verse 17 and 94, it says, unless Yahweh had been my help, my soul had almost dwelled in silence. When I said my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Yahweh, held me up. In the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul. And like I said, I'm not asking for any money. I'm not asking for any reaching out on the comment board, though, it is encouraging when you do get it, but I am calling out for help, to make it through to the end. And, we should all be looking for that type of help from anybody that's spiritual, anybody who's doing this thing in sincerity and truth. Once again, not for money, because it's not about money. Money's not going to help solve everything. We need it, but you should be working, doing your own thing to collect that. A man who doesn't work doesn't eat. But, sometimes we need to call out for that help that we need and accept His mercies, Now, what I'm going through is something that's just a normal thing for a man to go through, especially if we're in slavery. So, I'm more using it as a metaphor just so, others don't be afraid that may need the help to call out to someone who they know is in this truth and been in it for a while, standing on their 10 toes. Even if you hit me up, I'll try to encourage you, give you some exhortation, rebuking, or correction, depending on where you're at. So, help is not always money. And with that, just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakak, Kadash, double honors to all the apostles, the elders, the teachers, the preachers, the priests, the bishops that came before me, taught me this truth through the videos, starting with the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And shalom, peace be to you, to the holy elect, which I pray in the number up to next time, Yahweh.